Erudia, an ancient land where gods walk among men. A living, breathing, high fantasy world that we want to put into your hands. But we cannot do this alone. In order to bring you back to what tabletop is all about, combat, exploration, adventure, we need your help to bring it to life. By supporting us on Patreon, you can support this project and the cast of Moonskull, with our promise that we will answer to the only people that matter. You. Legend Seeker. Your legend starts here. Forge your path. Shape your destiny.
Oh, right. I got to put on my I don't hate humans face. Just a second. I can't find it. You're getting this. Hi, everybody. I'm Frost. It is Tuesday. I'm here for more Frostewritten, and we're going to do some lore. We're going to lore it up. We're going to lore all over the place. Lore can't get away from us. We're going to make lore our plaything. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Yeah. So, oh boy, lots of work happening all the time. Oh, I got a message I have to check right now. Going for 7 hours. Wow. That's not good. Sorry, trying to track a task and woohoo, that's not good. Oh boy, hello everybody. I'm not sure who is out there in the chat. I've heard from Croissant so far, so maybe everybody else is lurking at the moment. Who knows? But hello. I am working on magic in the world of the goblins in Erudia. And currently I'm working on the backstory for the 8 Towers and how that came about. Now, once I write it up, I'm going to chat with Erudia and make sure that we're on the same page for around when it happens. Because I have it happening near the end of the God Killer War. I'm not certain he's going to want this to have happened earlier. But this would put the founding of these towers and things about 1300 to 1400 years ago. Something like that. Just want to say Twizzlers are now jipping people. They're thinner than my pinky and I feel cheated. Oh no! Well, that's not good. They're stealing it. They're stealing it. Your monies. You know, that reminds me. I have a box over here. I'm going to make a lot of noise when I knock this over, I bet. I have a box with a bunch of cookies in it, which I need to do something with because, you know, they should be eaten at some point. But I also have, where did I put it? You just reminded me of this, Sam. A bag of licorice for my lower right. Now, I don't want to make too much noise with it because these bags are really crinkly. So once I cut this open, I'm going to attempt to take a couple pieces out and then move it off to the side. Because this is just some brand of licorice out there. I don't even know who it is that I got. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about these schools or these towers. So anyway, about these wizards. These wizards, you see, they came together, you see. And the idea was they were the 8 greatest practitioners of magic at the time. And their idea was, since this was near the end of the God Killer War, since so many people had died, so much magic had been used, so many bad feelings were up in the air about magic, and that so many people were kind of losing the things of the past, and there was so much destruction that they thought it was important to catalog and start training a new generation of magical practitioners across Scotland. So they got together and decided they were going to, this grand gesture, make a council. And they were going to create an artifact that typified each one of their powers. And we'll get into those eventually in one of the other ones. And once they got done with this great labor of making these 8 artifacts that represented their personal idea of how magic should be used and typified their casting style, they sat down and earnestly, like, we are going to plan this out. We're going to work on making this massive school, this college, to teach people far away from cities. And so Opia, one of the guy who was the expert in the mana stream, started building this college for wizards on the coast, and he used magical stone from nearby. It was very special, very hard to get to. He quarried it with his magical abilities and his constructs, and started laying out this school in this crazy, bizarre pattern that is not an Agrian style, not any style that anyone else knew. It's just a very unusual way of laying out buildings and such. While they argued and argued and argued on how best to do anything to get the school going, he labored and kept it going. Eventually, all of these personalities decided, I'm done with arguing with you all. I'm right. And they all took their artifacts and went off to go found their own towers. He stayed at Opia, the school at Ustra. He stayed. His name is Opia. The town that is nearby is named after him because that's where the quarries are. Ustra is where this magical college is at. Let me go to the map here for you. I'll zoom in on it for you. So Ustra is in the mountainous area here, right in the roads, far away from any city, so they don't have to worry about accidents that were in the past and things that people had been upset by. His quarries and things were over in Ulpia, around the water and in the mountains and hills over here. But this is where that school is, and this is where one of the towers is. And that's one of the towers I'm working on right now. And this is the tower where the magic users are dedicated to resisting the corruption of the mana stream, finding basically the best, safest, smartest ways to use magic without getting corrupted, in addition to a few other things. So their benefit of being trapped or being trained here could be, however we figured out, a little more resistance to corruption, which would be fantastic. Tower's going to have different icons. They don't really have different icons. Whoever draws the map probably will. Because I have the Tower of Dusk up here, which is one of the towers. And so right now I'm using the handy dandy little square with a red X in it for a tower. And just putting a name there. So that's what I'm going to be doing while I chew on licorice. All right. I got to go into city. No, stop finding it. I don't like it when it doesn't sort the stuff properly. Let's go back out once. Let's go back in here. There we go. There we go. Now it did it. So I have to make it small. I'll make it about that size. All right. So I got to go back to the future. So the tower is here at Ustra. So I'll be moving the name around because this is the only one of these that actually has its own college, because this was the college. The rest are mostly towers. Some of them have other structures and buildings, but this one actually has towers. And we're going to move his name. Oh. Oh no, Shadow Word, no. I mean, hi. Hugs. Fantastic. If you hit Alt F4, it will fix all your issues. I've heard this. It's a reliable method. This guy sold me a bridge and told me this shortcut. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. We have an outline of 2, glow of 4, and a font size of 12. 1224. All right. That helps. Sweet. It keeps the last one that you did. At the moment, I'm just calling it Tower of Insight. That's not the final. That's not the actual name. It's just so I can delineate them at the moment. It will have another name. I was trying to decide if it was going to be the Tower of the Phoenix or what they're going to call it. I haven't decided yet. That's why I brought it up. Fantastic. Exactly why I brought it up. We talked about that on Cthulhu last night. Travel blogs motto: "Onward to Australia." Yeah, maybe I actually have to watch the show. That'd be nice. Oop, I capitalized the wrong part of that word. Let's see. You can confound and We'll say bearing. Confidence in every spritz. Ew. Let's see. Yep. All right. Wow. Wow. He just can't stop. He can't help himself. We'll say often. Okay. Smoother in your morning latte. Nice. That is a smooth razor. Hey. Oh, somehow I deleted a line here. Okay. There we go. We'll switch that one. We'll put it on there. Ustra. Uh-huh. You can keep it going for 2 hours. You can do it. If you do, you get a Benny. I don't know what you're going to do with it. But, you know. Then again, Chrysanthemum will probably give you 2 bennies and a conviction to stop. So. Nice, Chrysanthemum. Give him things. I'll just time him out. Oh, that's true. Harmonics. That one's a mouthful. I can't even say that one out loud. All right. Really, basically, in the distant past, 8 of the greatest magical practitioners of the time decided to come together and form a council. The aim was to encourage more users, to teach safe ways to utilize the power of the mana stream, and to discourage delving into the secrets of the keepers. Very important point. They worked together to craft special magical relics, one for each of their methodologies, tied to and intended to represent their legacies to the coming generations of magical students. Their magnificent labors completed, bearing their artifacts proudly, they began to discuss how best to convene such a grand college. Each one of these powerful beings had their own strong opinions on how best to achieve their goals, and while they argued, Ulpia, an expert in the mana stream and the one who had convened the council, labored to build a great school where they would bring their first students. Unable to come to a consensus, tempers flaring, each convinced of the primacy of their own methods, they left one by one to found their own towers from which to teach. Taking their artifacts with them to be used as a flame of power to call to like-minded students not only across the Godlands, but Erudia itself. And the first one I have down is the Tower of Insight. The Tower of Insight lords over the mysteriously constructed grounds of the magical college at Ustra. Made of gleaming marble from the quarries at Ulpia, it is a marvel of ancient engineering. Bearing a design unique to Ulpia's building style, the layout of both the tower and the college often confound and delight the students and faculty there. Ulpia was a lover of subtle puzzles and lessons, so the college is riddled with hidden rooms, tests of intellect, and wards against the corruption of the mana stream. I'm not going to go into his artifact right now, but yeah. Oh no, I'm scared. Master Ustra. But the fact that you keep going after that threat, though, I mean, that would be considered a victory in and of itself. Nice. Dragon Little Soup Gaming with $2 says, are these the people that aren't the Veil people? These are not the Brotherhood of the Gilded Veil. No. These are wizards who got together at the end of the God Killer War, realizing, hey, there aren't very many of us left who aren't either insane, magically corrupted, or just dead. You know what would be a really good idea is to put this knowledge to good use and train more wizards. They're all like, oh, I can make a lot of me's. And they all wanted to train, and they greedily got together and decided, let's make these incredible artifacts. They're going to totally bring everybody to us. Yes, and we're going to do it this way. Nope, that's stupid. We're doing it this way. This is the only logical way. Yeah, hold up there, idiot. No, this is how you do magic. This is what we should be focusing on. Eradicating this. No, we should support this. And they argued while he built the school. Then eventually they're all like, well, it's been nice here working with you all and everything, but middle staff to you all. I'm going to go and build my tower over there. Call me if you need me. Some of them, it was a little more cordial. They're like, well, let's just say if they're not on board, I might look a little weird hanging out with you. So Oostrophoria. Okay. Do you know I missed your comment earlier? I think I found the one sport women wouldn't have an issue of men invading. Competitive yapping. Huh? Dragon Noodle Soup Gaming's for $2 says Dragon Channel Divinity. Itchy butt. You realize that's a self-touch only spell, right? Can't use the other power modifiers on it. I'm sorry. Oops. I'm going to cast You're Drunk from drinking through your new brass mug. Or from your new brass mug. So, poof. Mm-hmm. Oh, you saw it? Mm-hmm. Ran out of Ustra puns. Wizard, give me more thing to latch onto. I'm sorry. Picture quality on my laptop is crap. Ah, well, yeah, I saw it. I wasn't sure about when you said about the scratches, though, Dragon. I couldn't quite make those out. Of course, I'm also mostly blind, so it's not surprising. Chrysanthemum, I just got your message from right before the stream started. You should do that. Oh my gosh. Would you tell him, though? Would you tell him? I'm assuming not. I like it. I like it very much. Let's see here. I was looking for Mac. I cannot get anything to load. What? Oh, that's because I'm running the build on my machine over there. I'm like, why is everything taking forever to load? Now I know why. Maybe. No, maybe. Maybe if I click on one of these. I am kind of surprised how amazing it is to get through nothing here. Eh? Okay, there we go. Loads. I was gonna ask, is that lower left-hand thing, is that a lighter? Novelty condoms? Of course I won't tell. Nice. They had to brand them novelty condoms? Wow. Wow. What a novel idea. Wah, wah. Yeehaw. That's a horrible joke. It's a funny joke. We're just gonna say, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna change this sentence. There we go. It's the outer, oh, so it's a case on the outside. Okay, well, yeah, you can slip any Zippo or any kind of a lighter into it then. That's cool. They couldn't send actual lighters to people? Really? How do people who make lighters send lighters to people? Special packaging? Maybe they have a license or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. All right. So I'm just thinking about this more. Right now, I wrote magical practitioners, no matter their specialty, often come to Ustra to not only better learn how to ward against the corruption of the mana stream, but to learn of the actual history of the God Killer. Because this is on the island of Agrium. It is near Xandria, where the lexicon is, and that is the repository of a lot of the knowledge of the Godlands. Anything that is a book or a scroll or information probably has a copy there. Except for incredibly rare, weird things, which they go out and look for. But the library here at this school is extensive, and the history is basically of giving people insight into history. So they know what happened and went on for the most part, what they know from the records they have been able to keep. So anyone who goes here is not only going to learn better how to ward themselves against the corruption of the mana stream, kind of like the monks, the Saren monks do, but they're also going to be able to understand the horrors and bad things that happened during the God Killer War. So this is why it's called the Tower of Insight. Because they see that power is incredibly corrupting. They got to be careful with it. You can't ship anything to anyone. Well, the people are English, I think. Oh, okay, yeah. I get it then. Yeah, they could probably, I'm surprised they were able to send you a cup. Because, you could hit someone with that cup. You could sit on top of them with that cup in their chest, and you could push it down and make a core sample of a person. So it's technically a lethal weapon. Just saying. Obviously, the magical artifacts will ward off women and protect my chastity. Well, they're not wrong. It will do all those things. Whee! Let's see, what else can we do about the Tower of Insight and the college at Ustra? What else can I put here? What else can I put? Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to go this route. Let's write this out here. Let's write this out, then I'll tell you what I'm writing. It's all about chastity. No, nothing about chastity. It has nothing to do with chastity. Dot, 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 dot. Cup is so heavy, if I threw it at someone, they die. Always look up motivation for me, necessity for Chris. Miniature of Space King is also brass and also heavy. You could probably throw that at someone too. Let's see. That line doesn't make a whole lot of sense at the end there. We'll see. The tower takes chastity vow. Got it. Yes. Wait. His breath is awful. Stop watching him bathe. Got to guess. Sounds like he needs them. Yeah, they do make greenies for cats. I have a bag of them. Where did the cats knock them to? I have a bag of them right here. And I knocked over my cup. Though unfortunately these are savory salmon flavor, which doesn't help. He's like, here, you have bad breath. Eat this thing that smells like salmon. Wait a second. Maybe that was a bad idea. Oh, I just realized that's probably also funny too. Can you see me? No, you can't. Look. Wee. The green bag. It's green. Hello, Dave. Did you get back safely? Love greenies for Tarkin. The cats really enjoy these. I can't, give them more than one or two once in a while because they're just like, I would eat the whole bag if you don't mind. All right, we'll figure out what the actual mechanics of this is. As well. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the way I wrote that, but I got the idea down. So what I basically said, the unique design of the school and the tower itself make it rather difficult for casters to access the mana stream. You might think, wow, that's really weird for a wizard school. This was intentional, as Ulpiel wanted his students to perfect their skills in an adverse environment, one almost hostile to the threads they attempt to weave. This dampening effect, coupled with the influence of the Great Mana Stone artifact he wrought, can almost cut one off from accessing the mana stream. Similar to warriors training in water or in thin environments. Yeah, like I said, I don't like the way I wrote this. This leads to magical students of Lustra being extra adept at casting many basic powers under duress and more efficiently as well. So, however, we handle the gaining of spells back to your hand, get your hand of cards back and stuff. These casters who train here have a little extra edge when it comes to that stuff. So that'll be fun. Woohoo! You avoided all the ice raids. Nice. I always kind of think cats stink. My cats usually smell pretty good because they love bathing and all that. But their breath, not as bad as a dog breath. Dogs are just horrible. They're horrible that way. Dog breath. Salmon flavored breath freshener for cats. Sounds fishy. Wah wah. You didn't get deported. Cats do always stink. Stink in more ways than one. No deportation for me. Kittens smell like kittens. They're amazing. They have it's not a baby smell, but they have a special kitten smell. You're just like, you pick them up and you're like, ah, kitten. Has to do with the milk they're drinking from their moms, I think. Milk fed kittens. Tarkin has great breath. Ugh. Well, that's the other part. If it's not coming out of one end, it's coming out of the other. Dogs. One of my friends, his dog had a lot of intestinal issues, so they started giving him this vet-approved mushroom powder as a substance or a supplement in his food. And they said he was already kind of a gassy dog because he's like no, he's not a. Is he a bulldog? I don't know what he is. He's a big something or other. And it made it worse. It's like they said it was like 5 times worse. It was like they were getting attacked, like chemical warfare, constantly every day for like a month or more. They finally started to calm down a little bit, but they were just like, you can't even stand to be around him. You can't have him in the house because nobody can breathe. Everybody feels like they're going to throw up. Like that's not good. But he's a little bit past that now, so that's helping. That's good. I think they fixed maybe some of the bugs in his gut, maybe. Okay, so that's a Tower of Insight, which we have placed here near Ustra, overlooking the school. All right, that is a secret. I'm not going to say that one out loud. That's a secret. When you get the book, you read that one. It's all about dogs and their bad breath. Or something like that. Frisky's kibble made Zany gassy as heck. Keener. Let's see. New sorcerer convinced my new monk to venture for solo in my private game. Wanted to bring him to backseat, but he's literally afraid he can't. I might have to make another new character. Ooh, not good. Well, hey, I have an idea for you. Never trust anyone who plays a sorcerer or a warlock in a D&D game. If they are also on top of either one of those, a tiefling, definitely don't trust them. You can take that to the bank. I'm just saying. There we go. I had to put that in there. Let's see what you're saying. Cats suck. Nice. Sorcerer are my favorite. Ugh. Racism. Hey, Frost. Hello, Cajun Corey. Or if they're Dave, right, Frost? Yes, Dave. Don't trust Dave. Don't trust Dave. He didn't even comment on what I said in the chat for the next edition of the thing we're doing for Bride Price. Only comment I got was from Chrysanth. Nobody liked my my wordplay. Nobody liked it. They're just mean. Sorry, I was trying to do a JT type thing, but I'm horrible at it. JT, I need lessons. Damn it. I didn't like it when they added sorcery points to the sorcerer. It's just basically I don't see the point of having added something like that. The same thing with Warlock. They dropped the ball on Warlock. They could have done something really cool with it, but 99% of people when they play him is just like, I'm a caster who does this. So basically you're a wizard who circumvented the wizard rules. Got it. Understood. When Dave plays a sorcerer tiefling, I don't know. Do you ever play a sorcerer tiefling? I wouldn't. It's a bad idea. Probably. Nah, it's just mean. Yes. I'm an adult. Adult chrysanthemum. Hello and welcome. And the best part about it is you're using that image and you have a green name. It's like, oh, come on. I like how when I did the little prompt to create that thing, it basically made the Chrysanth character look like somebody from Gravity Falls. Guess I know what to play after Jezebel dies. The least trustworthy character class combo ever. Do it. This is great. All right, so all right. I was trying to figure out why my back itched down here. I was like, oh, that's right. There was a certain cat named Charlie who fell asleep behind me when I was laying on the couch. And when I moved and woke him up, he kicked to jump and move away and put some holes in my back as he jumped. And I was like, ah, I've still got some holes in my back. Dun, 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 dun. You're going to play as JT. As little I stood on snow and I didn't sink in because it was ice. You make a tiefling that's related to them on their mom's side. Sounds better than JT and fishnets. I don't even want to know about that. Chrysanth is throwing up. Aw. How do I get rid of bad luck? Ooh, how do you get rid of bad luck? Realize that there's no such thing as luck. Ha ha! Water off a duck's back. It's all in your mind, Quaid. Get your ass to Mars. Might help. You don't know. My bad luck is so bad that JT and I have agreed that I've got some kind of bad luck magic. No luck. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Well, the way I was rolling with Rolf on Thursday night, it was basically not horrible luck. It was just I couldn't get above a 2 or a 3 on a die. I was still succeeding on a few things, but I had to use a few points. I'm like, well, that power's just not going to work. So it just, I wasn't getting good rolls. Unlike sometimes when I roll with Godwin's dice, it's just suddenly like, ooh, the little anvils come up all the time. All right. No luck. Get rid of bad luck. Stop hanging with Sebi. Uh-huh. You were playing a game with her the other night. Wait a second. Okay, check it over here. It is Zerator. It is the neat beard. Let's throw that in there. Bam. There, neat beard. Boom. Hello, Master Boy. Okay, there we go. He got the information he needed. I didn't even have to hop in that chat for work. Yay! You think you had better luck when you're playing? Hey, you had some pretty good luck last night in Cthulhu. I mean, sure, you missed a couple of shots with the shotgun. Fine. And Oscar may have just put his gun around the corner and fired blindly at 2 dudes and missed completely, and then just everybody else went first because he's not very fast. The contract. I'm glad you're playing a bard. We need the inspiration so badly. Let's see. How do I want to phrase this? Because we're going to go up and talk about the Tower of Dusk. Oh, why did that put that in? What? This should just be normal. Normal. There we go. All right, so that should have a space. I don't know why I didn't put spaces in there. Okay, there we go. Sadly, my Tuesday night bard isn't there for fantastic. I don't know. Wait until you meet the three people. 3 people. Three. Wow. I didn't know it was 3. I thought it was only 2. I think I misheard when I was talking with Chrysanth about that one. Oops. Well, that's not good. We had a bad fight. Sounds like it. I mean, we only lost 1 on Strange Eons because, you know, he was taunting the powers that be. I'm just saying. All right, the Tower of Dusk. Located in the North Hills of Valara. Let me check one thing. Did I put that? Oh, I did it the wrong setting. I got heading 5. To sort it properly. Located in the North Hills of Valara, near the border of Silmarong, this tower is dedicated to the study of necromancy. Not primarily the practicing of it, though that does occur, but rather the methods for controlling and destroying undead. The mistress who founded the tower felt that first-hand experience with one's foe, let me fix this typo, was crucial to being able to defeat them, so her students all know the basics of summoning minor undead to use as targets of their magics. I just realized why this is doing this weird thing. I have to put it on that. There we go. I wasn't doing the spacing because I turned spacing off. Wizard does not have an F in it. There we go. All right, from paladins training to clerics to wizard, clerics to wizard and witches, who are fascinated by the pursuit and plague that is on death. The student here. All right, so located in the North Hills of Lar, near the border of Silver Mountain, this tower is dedicated to the study of necromancy, the primary practicing of it. Her, rather the method for destroying undead. Mistress who founded the tower felt that first-hand experience with one foes crucial to being able to defeat them. So her students all know the basics of summoning minor undead units, targets of their madness. Some work on a narrow focus, specializing in dealing with certain undead. Others focus on the methods of turning and destroying all matter of minor monstrosities. Paladins and trainees, the clerics, the wizards, and witches were fascinated by the pursuit and plague that is undead. The student body at the Tower of Dusk is varied, though often viewed as quite dour given their subject matter. So there we go. Oh no, I missed some jokes. Also in bed. Oh, it's a different game. Oh! So it's Friday, Crimson Throne, and Strange Eons. While at work, my road is ice. I was walking the dog, slipped in the ice. I'm fine, but my butt has a crack now. Wah, wah. Very nice, Cajun Corey. Chrysanthemum. Guys, am I bad luck? Can't believe Daphne stepped in front of Professor Reverend Doctor and then got hit for 6 points. I believe it. Cajun Corey, get out of here! You told me to tell that joke. Dave is the only one on the channel that has ever rolled dice with me. Roll those dice. Quick, get a die. I'm going to roll one right now. Bam. I got an 11 on my cat die. Technically, Rhythm has. You are not bad luck. More jokes, Cajun Corey. Dave is egging them on. Megacon will be tempted to play with Soul. Tempted to play with Soul. Did the dice explode or something? Literally? Was it a bad thing? Something bad happened? Tell me. Tell me all the things. What do you mean? Dave, thanks. Thanks, Dave. Nothing like that kind of a comment to make me feel that either the message and the mood and the feel and the tense writing I did there encapsulated absolutely no feeling whatsoever. Good job. I knew you had no ability to read. You just pretend really well. You had ChatGPT explain that to you, didn't you? And ChatGPT just said, there are numbers and words. Wow, that's horrible, Cajun Corey. These jokes. Uh-huh. I don't read. Yeah, dorks. Right. So Tower of Dusk up there. And the reason that Tower of Dusk is here is because undead are very plentiful. Oops. Dun-dun-dun. Those rhythm DMs for us. Ah, you learned Frost's name. Whoops, I know Erudia's name too. Okay. Anybody in the world can go look me up on the internet. I am so not hard to find. Luigi board joke I made. Blabs like that one. Just reread it. Still don't get what is so great. We're going to play again. Wow, Dave. Okay, you're out. Bye. See ya. Are your fingers numb yet? My fingers are never numb. It's not cold enough. It is only -6 right now. Same guy, Fantastic Sarcastic, tried to use a broken plate for illustration. Chrysanthemum, her facepalm. Very good, very good. Never forget, she is an adult. Heath Frost Smith. Well, yeah. Yep, that's me. I love puns. It isn't cold out still. Yeah, it's warmed up quite a bit here. It's almost like, feels like spring, being -7. I like it. I had a floor heater in here, but then he wanted to go outside and play with the other cats, so I don't have a floor heater in here anymore, purring at my feet. The problem with some of those floor heaters is I probably can't really see too well, but you can see right here and right up here and a couple more spots on my hand where a certain cat who I was petting decided, I shall bite. And he did. Quite quickly and quite violently. And I grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and I was like, put his nose next to it and he's like, "Mm." I'm like, nope. So I put him outside. That was yesterday, so that was fun. That was a lot of fun, really. Cold this morning. I haven't started my truck since Friday. My truck had a transmission fault, light alert come on. Ooh, yeah. Disrupt the aspect of the character. Yeah, you know, cats with huge fangs, they like to take bites. Rawr. Best part is when you find beardless Frost pictures and you're scarred for life. Yes! I love confusing people with those. They're great. Ding! Why I have a work message? Why? What did I do? What did I do to you people? Sorry, I gotta check this. Oh. Okay, what is this? Is this an update? What are we doing here? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, okay, that was just a joke post. I did all that for a joke post. All right, I'm checking a couple more things here. All right, there's a new task. I'll forward that on to my guy. All right, so I'm gonna get some answers to those. Alrighty. Look at that. Took 3 attempts before it warmed up enough. Wow. You wouldn't do that if you fed him. Wolf doesn't bite her because then she would become a werewolf. Whoa! That's a horrible idea. Speaking of that, there are a lot of werewolves in Whitewood. Not just whites anymore. There are shadows. There are probably not death knights in there. But there are ghasts and ghouls and zombies. And wereporcupines. And were-tomixes. If you actually look up his name, you come across another man whose name is locked up for CP. Key difference is that Weirdo is 31 and not ancient like our Frost. Yay! I like it. I don't like it. Weirdos. There's too many weirdos out there. Too many weirdos. So right now, the other thing I wrote here is that students are often tasked with scouting and securing test subjects from the Whitewood, as the tower requires a prodigious amount of animated foes for their students to fight against. So you're here at the Tower of Dusk. You're sent on an expedition to bring back undead. It's a long trip. It's like an entire day to get there and back and then come back. So it's a 2-day trip bringing a whole horde of undead back with you. Because imagine the people on the road there. Not that anyone travels into Valara all that often, but imagine somebody on the road there being like, "Oh, look, there's somebody leading. Oh man, they must have a bunch of prisoners. Oh, okay, that's a whole horde of zombies they have chained by the neck. What are they doing? Hey, my name's Claude. I'm learning over at the Tower of Dusk. I had to go get some zombies. Okay, Claude, have fun." Too many weirdos. Yep. Too many. Somebody got framed. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Scouting into and securing subjects, test subjects from the Whitewood. As the tower requires a prodigious number of animated foes for the students to fight against. Let me check something here quickly. Overlay, we're going to go with distance. We're going to use map scale units. If we go down here, if we went, they went through the hills and they got into here. That's 20 miles away. You could easily do that in a day walking if you have horses and stuff. You could do it. So it's a day and something back. Okay. Who maintains a fortified camp on the eaves, not 2 days south. We'll say just a day south because it's not 2 days south. This is where scouting parties rally and gather before either heading into or returning from the wood. Their subjects. Okay, there we go. Oh no, did he? Did he? Did he? Wow. Guys, if you're not in my Discord server, go over there once. Go over there. The screenshot of that in the general area, yeah. I think I can. Let's see. Wow, can I not pin this message? Oh, there we go. Oh dear, yeah, it's there. Why is he so easy to fool? Oh, this bot needs to be banned. Wow. Oh. Beep boop Bortle WTF 36. I was set up. Damn it, Chrysanthemum Trader. Oh. He lies in wait. Plans within plans. You don't know where my server is? I'm sure I have a link somewhere. Oh, Comics or Crescent, can you throw a link somewhere there? Because oh, there you go. Excellent. Never mind. Comics is already on it. If you go to the promos and links on the Moonskull channel, you'll find the invite. Because I'm in streamer mode, so everything is truncated and it won't let me copy a link. When I go to copy it, it copies copied link. It just copies some text and it won't actually make a link. It's stupid. What do I know? What do I know? Fantastic, you should. We have a hell of a lot of fun there. Some of the fan art for the shows has been just ridiculous. John Gordon has done such a good job. A couple of the things he did that were comic panels were pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I love them. No, you aren't, Chrysanth. No, I'm not, Erudia. Interesting to look back at the various 35s. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't have a ton of people coming into the server, but we get some interesting thoughts, I'm just going to say. I like it. So, Erudia, I've written up 2 of the towers so far. I've worked on the Tower of Insight and the Tower of Dusk. I'm wrote up some more bits and pieces about things here. And a couple of secrets about the school where the Tower of Insight is at Ustra. Ooh, down here. So yeah, I'm working on these. Bam. There's one rule. Do not slurp soup. Hey, you can slurp soup in the privacy of your home. If you are ever in a voice chat with me and you slurp soup, I will just get enraged and I will tell you once to stop it. And if you don't, I will ban you. Do not slurp me. Yeah, that was those might have been, were those the same weirdos? Or maybe it was a different group of weirdos. I don't know. There were just some weird people and they were just if that's how like people under 20 talk nowadays, I want nothing to do with it. It was like looking into a pit of death. It was not good. It was not good. It was word soup. Word salad, word soup. Both. Boom. Interesting thing to start listening. Hello, Sassy Witch. Yeah, by the way, did you you were looking for something else to make. Did you ever make a daybreak? Did you make a small tree vine creature thing? Do I already know the general idea of each tower? No, I don't have all of them figured out. Nope. I've only got a couple at the moment. Like this one, the Tower of Dusk was the necromancy and whatnot. So whoever wants to deal with undead usually goes here to learn. The Tower of Insight is the one where the guy who is the master of the understanding the mana stream and the originator of the idea of the whole place in the story that I wrote up. So his students learn more about the history of the actual God Killer War, understand the nature of the mana stream a little better, so they might have a chance of resisting corruption a little bit. But also, I made it so the people who go to school there, it's kind of like practicing in water for warriors or for fighting on top of a mountainside in thin air. The artifact he made, the way he made the school, makes it hard for magic users of any sort to actually access the mana stream. And it tests them and pushes them to their limits. So when they're not on site, it's easier for them to utilize magic more efficiently because they were trained in an area where it's really hard to touch the mana stream, which I thought was going to kind of be a fun little thing. So you start talking to high schoolers. Wait, probably shouldn't have said that. Yes. Not slurp me, Dave. I made her after that. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Good, good, good. That's too much slurping. Nope. Nope. Fun times were had by all, except nobody. Yeah, I don't know how well you'd make a Godwin. He's just a big doofus with a halo around his head. He's not a cute stuffed character, really. Whee! Boom. Let's see. Where was I at here? Where was I at? Oh, that's right. I was writing up another little thing about the Tower of Dusk. Because I wanted to put one more thing in here. Oh, I already, I kind of already covered it. Okay. Do, 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 do. Oh, that doesn't work. There we go. There, I spelled a good way. Artifact made by the original mistress. This is going to be a little bit of a secret too. Black metal, bands, entity, blah 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 blah. Yes, things. Okay, no rude gestures. What? Is this in the living document on the drive? This is, I think this one, I think this is a document on the drive. I can go look really quickly and try and open it up there once. Let's go. Let's go see. It'll open. Right. Oh, interesting. Well, that's weird though. It says date modified July. It's supposed to be keeping. Supposed to be keeping it up to date, isn't it? I sent a rude gesture, I think, here. Okay. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it says July 9th. How do I check this thing and see if I can download, rename, make sure organized, trash reflected? I mean, I can just copy it back over there again. It's weird though. I thought it was keeping them in sync with one another. Half the time I don't understand how this sharing of documents works, because I'll send something to a link to someone and they'll say, "You don't have a blah blah blah." I'm like, yes, they do. They definitely have a thing. They're signed into a Windows account. They can do it. Let's see. See what happens here. I'm going to do something once though. If I do that. I just wanted to call this backup, because I always back up documents because I don't want things going exploding. Let's see here. We'll go with this one. Files in use, enter a new name or close the file that's open in another program. All right, I'm going to close this one so you'll see my document go away. We're going to... All right, already exists. Do you want to replace the existing file with a new version? Yeah, replace, yeah. All right, this should... Yeah, I'm out of storage, almost out of storage on mine, whatever. All right, so that should be the most recent version. I don't know why it doesn't keep it up to date, because I thought it was set to do that, but there you go. I mean, I've only got the 2 towers, and the one I wrote up for the first tower was the idea that, like I said, they have an easier time of casting some spells, and they basically worked under duress. So depending on how that works with the methodology of, getting their hand back and getting powers back and all that stuff, they may have an edge. People who study at that school. But the Tower of Dusk, basically they're going to have, like we talked about before, bonuses with dealing with undead or killing undead. But one of the things I did write is that everyone there, anybody who goes to the Tower of Dusk to study, if they're a paladin, a cleric, a wizard, a druid, whatever they do, they learn the basics of summoning the most basic of undead or creating the most basic of undead. So whatever the lowest level summon undead or basic undead thing, we should look and see if either this comes as like a free spell card to them, or if they can get it cheaper. I don't know how your mechanics want to work that out, but those are the 2 thoughts that I had. And before somebody forgot to save. Rusty, winter wonderland out here. Work sent me home early. Ooh, nice, Alaska Jeff. Hopefully it's nice. Which tower is Sauron on? None. You need to find a worm pattern later. Ooh. Up towers give you different skill trees, maybe different edge tree. One of the towers has a neck collar device that blows up if they try and leave before their service is up. Oh. Now, we talked about that possibly being the Tower of Dusk, but that might end up being the Tower of the Black Moon. Because I want to have a tower for the moon. So one is the Tower of the White Moon, the Tower of the Black Moon, because that's Kika's moon, Rix's moon. And they have very different methodologies. the teaching, and it's possible the Tower of the Black Moon is the one that we end up using. The idea that you came here and we're teaching you, and you're not leaving until you're done. Good luck. Now, I think originally we might have talked about that with the Tower of Dusk, but yep, players assume to have served their time by the time they're level 1. Exactly. So we can chat about that, and obviously if I write that up into the Tower of the Black Moon and you're like, no, I kind of like it better at the Tower of Dusk, I can swap the story around. That's a good thing about writing is you can swap things around. Woo! Howdy, Alaska Man Jeff. Your state is drunk in Tennessee. You need to come get her. Nice. Yeah, so far, the Tower of Dusk, the Tower of Insight, and where did I put this one? 5? It is 5, okay. 5. Oop. It pretty much covered the entire east. Yeah, it just sits on top. It just sits down wherever it wants. Alaska walks over and is just like, this looks nice. You don't mind if I dance with your date, right? What is this? Okay, that's just file. Move this, yeah. Bam. Bam. Having a backup, always a good idea. I like it. A 3-tailed fox. What kind of a mutant is that? Gator effect is real. Whoa. It's so big. Is it? Yes, it is. It's huge. Yeah, next time somebody calls me fat, I'll just say, that's the Mercator effect. I just don't want to get it confused with the Coriolis effect. That would confuse them. Or the what is the Maillard reaction? Yeah, when you're cooking. Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Somebody just sent me a video they made on Grok. It is so mean. It's a video of that, like a fake video of that lady who grabbed the flashbang and like injured her hand and was rolling around the ground. Her friends are holding her down. Donald Trump runs out, gives her a red hat that says FAFO on it and a bag of ice, and then runs off. He gets back in his car. Wow. That was the fox from Seasons of Ghost, right? Yeah, it was. Yeehaw. Ah, people were unhinged. Who's unhinged? They're unhinged. Humans. All right. So, let's see. Tower of the Black Moon, the Tower of the White Moon. I had another thought that I should have written down because I had it at like 3 o'clock in the morning when I woke up in the middle of the night. When Charlie decided to catapult off me and, well, put holes in my back because he's a cat. Shoot, now I don't remember what it was. Well, we'll have 4 of the 8 towers figured out after I write these 2 up. That's fine. I'm going to make a note. There we go. Screw those hinges back down and get those doors swinging in the right direction. Whee! All right, so that will be the note for that one. We'll just keep that there. Boom. And we'll think about the next one here. Uh-oh. Snickers, Skittles, Kit Kats, Jolly Ranchers, and more candies are flagged in Florida test for elevated arsenic. Be careful with your candy bar and candy choices, people. All right. If I move here, that will be better. There we go. Okay. Elevated arsenic. Yes, I thought the same thing when I read it. I'm like, how much arsenic is okay to have in there? Wait a minute. Dude, 2 parts per million is not that bad. Just arsenic. Probably is okay. Right. All right. Hey, Erudia, by the way, did you know that they have autonomous snowblowers? So you could have that thing running around your driveway just shooting snow all over people. Candies will take you high since their elevators are sick. Found what you needed. Okay. Avi, snake? Randy doll. I know nothing about the Tuesday night game because basically that happens when I have my in real life game. So I haven't gotten to catch pretty much any of it. So I have no idea what you guys are even talking about. Wow, Alaska Jeff, that was horrible. Look cool. Well, later gotta go. All right, Dave, get out of here. Get out of here. You ungrateful bastard, Winkleman. I mean, bye, Jeff. I mean, Jeff's not leaving. I mean, bye, Dave. Whee. Okay, so I've got. I really wish I could remember that other name of the tower. Man. It exists somewhere in my brain. I just got to pull it back out. The Tower of Different Colored Socks. No one is allowed to wear 2 socks of the same color in the tower. If they do, they are cast out. They don't really teach magic. It's just basically a bunch of weirdos living in a tower. Colorful story. Wah, wah, Jeff. Dang it. Agent Corey for $5. Frost. I don't think I'll ever find a stable job. I'm just not that comfortable around horses. Let me see something here once. Oh, I thought I had it on here. Do I not have it on here? Oh, there it is. I don't know if you guys could even hear that. Gotta go roll dice soon, too. All right, then. That was super loud in my ears. I'm going to turn that down. Even if it doesn't get to you guys, it's super loud in my ears. What did my cats do? Why is there fuzz in my... What? Okay, did one of them come over here and take a bath on this one piece of my roadcaster? There's a big piece of fur sitting here. Guys, stay off the roadcaster. And I'm banned in 3, 2, 1. And the 1, and the 2, and the... Banned. I didn't get banned, just blocked. Uh-huh. You're trying, Fantastic. You're trying with the shtick. You're trying. Calvino will start another stream. Oh my gosh, I hope not. Yesterday when I wasn't doing any streaming, I'm sitting here and I heard like clapping and then this other noise and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Because I was at that computer. I'm like, Benji laid on the roadcaster and he was hitting all the buttons. So it was playing applause and crickets and rim shots and stuff. And I could hear it through the headphones on the desk. I'm like, you little dink. So I had to take him off of there and remind him, do not sit on roadcaster. And he's just like, huh? Eh. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Okay. I got some more notes here to put on here for myself. Another idea for a tower name there. Can't see Chrysanthemum chat unless I go to an alt account she doesn't know about. Oh wait, let me roll. I just believe. Wow, I rolled another 11. What is it with this die? I keep getting an 11. I'm beginning to think this thing is weighted. If I roll another 11 on this next time, I know it's weighted. Fantastic. What game are you doing a game with friends? Or is this a game with rhythm? Someone? I don't know. All right. I've got a little over 10 minutes. I'm good. Ah, rhythm. Okay. Got it. Um, All right. All right, that is a good one too. All right, let me use this. I'm gonna go there. So I'm just thinking about methodology of casting and magic and ideas and things like that, and seeing what these other towers could be about. World's #1 Chrysimp. Only game I played, but help a lot of people DM. What is the game with Scott? I saw one and lost it. Starting on the 8th. Yes. Trebuchet Master, big dragon problem. Dragon killing Trebuchet. You thought it was Haggard Brain. Nope, it's coming up. I have to find out what the blessing is, because my character ended up with the blessing. Woo! People are being nice to me. All right, there we go. I've got some good names for the other towers. I think they're going to help. Why are you not on this stream? Yeah, why isn't she just sitting here like getting mauled by wolf? Wolf. Mauled by a wolf while I'm writing. Yeah, what the hell? So last week I learned that when talking to Spanish speakers, it's important to say mucho. It means a lot to them. Wow. That was horrible. Don't tempt him. Wolf might just remember it's almost time. I wonder what that time would be. Is it brunch? Brunch time? Is that what it is? I think it's brunch. Maybe not. What was I going to... This made me think of something. Remember. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta poke digitally poke Chrysant and get her to tell me what she thought of the that first chapter. If she absolutely hated it, I've gotten mixed reactions from it, which is always entertaining. Gives me something to think about when I rewrite it. I like duels. House. Good to go. Oh wait, got to go. GGG. Green Thumb Gang. Oh yeah. Oh dang, I have to go find out. I knew I should have pinned it in her names. Don't worry about it. It's in there somewhere. When you get a chance, it's not that big of a deal. I know you have a book to read, actually, because you got your Dresden Files book. Oh, I should look and see what time it is here before I go over. So I've got names for these. We'll see if these names stick or not. That is 1, that is 2, that is 3, that is 4, that is 5, that is 6, that is 7, that is 8. Okay, there we go. Totally didn't finish the book in one day. I don't believe you. I think you finished it in one day. It's supposed to take 12 months. It's the name of the book. I haven't even gotten it because I haven't had time to read anything myself lately, sadly. I just saw Dave's response to my comment on the Cthulhu stream. He's like, we could have used that badge. True. All right, so I've got notes for myself on some of these, but not all of them. Okay, here we go. There we go. Got a little bit of a blurb for each. A blurb for everyone. Weirdest part of I'm used to Dresden books taking place over 2 or 4 days, not a whole year. Good idea. Prestige class called the Crescent class. Get her back for the 36. Oh no. I don't even want to know what their abilities are going to be. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. You people are crazy. I said you people. All right, I got to close a couple of windows here before I overload this with too many things. Okay. All right. Okay. Got it. Saved. All right. Let's see here. So I'm going to wrap it up here. This was productive. I got a lot of stuff and a lot of notes for myself done. This is good. And this was fun. You guys are a bunch of crazy people out there in chat. I love it. Find a way to delete that. Yeah. I'll be right on that. I'll get right on that. Albino or Benji will lay just on the keyboard one day. It's going to be weird. Just the whole section gone. All right. I'm out of here. I'm going to go get ready for my in-person, in real life, technically digital game that's not in real life right now. And I will talk to you all a little bit later. So have a great night. I will see you all on Thursday for more of this. As long as I don't have meetings. I have meetings scheduled up until 5 every day this week. So we'll see if I'm a little late. But I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Don't forget to like and comment. Sub to the channel.